Report: open borders advocate George Clooney moving family back to Trump's America for security reasons. Now there's a surprise, right? Actor and immigration activist George Clooney will move to Los Angeles with his wife Amal and newborn twins Ella and Alexander due to security concerns at his England estate, according to a report. So, in other words, this guy is living in an estate in England, which is, I'm more than sure, has large gates surrounding the area, brick walls, and so if you're talking about an England estate, right? What about the other people living in England? What about them? Who don't have those large gates that the elitists have that are calling for open borders. Life and Style magazine reported last week that the 56-year-old Oscar winner will move his newly expanded family to his mansion in Studio City, California, after deeming his 17th century mansion in Sonning, England, to be not sufficiently safe for them. Now there's a surprise. As soon as Amal found out she was pregnant, he hired former Secret Service agents to access all his properties and make recommendations for improvement. An unnamed Clooney insider told the magazine his mansion is Studio City, California, was deemed the most secure, and it's within minutes of an LAPD station. Isn't this a joke? Isn't this a joke? Isn't this a joke? The insider added that the actor has received serious threats against his safety in recent years, as his wife Amal, who has in the past called for terrorist groups including ISIS to be prosecuted as part of her work as an international human rights attorney. He doesn't feel like Amal and the twins are safe living in the English countryside, the source told Life and Style. He's determined to move his family to LA, where he feels much more secure. The report comes as England has been rocked by terrorist attacks in recent months, including the terrorist bombing of a concert by pop singer Ariana Grande in Manchester in June that claimed the lives of 22 people, many of them young children. In May, British government officials disclosed that 23,000 known jihadi terrorists are believed to be residing in Britain, far more than the 3,000 that had initially been reported. In this handout image provided by the White House, U.S. President Barack Obama talks about Sudan with actor George Clooney during a meeting outside the Oval Office October 12, 2010 in Washington, D.C. The move for the Clooneys comes as both George and Amal have been among the most vocal and active celebrity advocates for open borders and the free flow of refugees between countries. Absolutely, why not? Why not? In February of last year, the actor met privately with German Chancellor Angela Merkel and praised the German leader's acceptance of refugees from Syria and other countries. The same month, Clooney told Sky News in an interview that the United States is not doing enough to help Syrian refugees and that 10,000 refugees per year was too low a figure to be admitting into the country. In an April 2016 interview with the BBC, Amal Clooney criticized then Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump's plan to build a security wall on the U.S.-Mexico border, telling the outlet that the plan does not represent U.S. values. That's what you think it does. It doesn't represent U.S. values. George has also been an outspoken critic of Trump, telling The Guardian in a March 2016 interview that he believes Trump to be a xenophobic fascist, really, and an opportunist. What a joke. He previously described Trump's immigration policy proposals as idiotic and intolerant. Clooney owns several homes throughout the world, including a massive estate in Lake Como, Italy. The actor has previously taken extensive security measures to keep his home in Italy private, and in 2015, local mayor Robert Posey reportedly imposed a $600 fine on anyone found trespassing near the actor's property. Really? How come there's no open borders around his property, right? Uh-huh. Why? Why? Actor George Clooney's center Representative Jim Morgan, back and Clooney's father, Nick, right, are arrested during a protest at the Sudanese embassy in Washington Friday, March 16, 2012. They should have kept him in jail. In July of last year, a makeshift refugee camp was established in Lake Como after the Swiss government decided to close its southern border with Italy. Dozens of refugees arrived from African and Asian countries were housed in tents close to the Clooney's home, with a local tour guide telling the Daily Mail that the refugee camps were a big problem because of the huge numbers of refugees who are arriving all the time. Oh, now it's a problem, right? On Monday, George and Amal were photographed with their newborn twins for the first time as they traveled to the Lake Como property by private jet for an Italian vacation. The actor is said to spend summers at his Italian estate. Last month, Clooney sold his tequila company, whatever it's called, for $1 billion to the UK beverage firm Diageo. Yeah, sorry about that. The actor founded the tequila company in 2013 with friends and business partners Rand Gerber and Mike Meldman. Okay, yeah, well, he might have gotten $1 billion for that, but all his homes are going to be worth zero now, and give it a little time. The home in Italy and in England that he spent millions and millions for, they're going to be reduced to the value. The real estate value there will be reduced to zero, because with all the influx, everything is going to be downgraded. So whether he got $1 billion, he better pray Trump gets that, stops immigration and gets that wall built and stops the funding the welfare system for anybody that for 5 years that you enter the country. Absolutely, get this done, because he won't have any money left after he won't be living large like he does. He lost a lot of money. He might have gotten $1 billion on the tequila deal. Well, he's losing millions and millions down in Europe with his estates over there. And why doesn't he, since he's not using them, why doesn't he allow the refugees to take hold of the estate? Yet he goes around and puts walls up and calls his security, and wants to go because he complains about the refugees around his home in Italy now. And he wants open borders because he wants a safe place now that his children are born, right? Well, karma's a bitch. You never know what's going to happen, because he's destroyed a lot of people's lives because of his stance. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching.